What's up, techies? We're taking a look at the Motrr Galileo. It's a robotic dock. This really gives you some really cool options like for panning and tilting and all kinds of little stuff that you can do for some video feeds. There's some really cool stuff about this. We'll get into that in just a second. But first of all, I want to thank SproutUp for sending this out to me. SproutUp is a company that you can sign up to be able to get some products sent to you. You got to send it back. That's the only downfall. But it's pretty cool because you're able to put your hands on some pretty cool technology and gadgets that are coming out, make some content about it and kind of push it out, make some promotions and things like that. So it's really cool. I'll leave a link down below for SproutUp, but also for this product in case you're interested for it. Let's talk about what comes in the box. It comes with a couple adapters for phones and also a GoPro and a couple little docking pads for the inside of this. You also get a USB connection for, of course, charging the dock up. From the experience that I've had with this, there's a few things that I don't like about it. One, it has pretty much just Apple support. There's not much Android support out there. There's a few apps that you can use with this, like Hangouts and things like that. But for the most part, they really do have a lot of favoritism towards an iPhone. And, it's not that bad, but there's just so many Android devices out there right now that they need to have more support beyond just an iPhone. Not to mention, you only get an iPhone 6 and an iPhone 5 adapter. There's a lot of different, even modern iPhones out there, like the 6 Plus versions, that, it just seems to limit you to what you can actually use. Which it really actually does limit me. I don't actually have an iPhone 6 or a GoPro. I do have this action camera here, and this fits inside of this little adapter, but the problem is, and I'll show you in just a second, is that I got volume controls on this side right here. What ends up happening, these volume controls get hit. Once I turn this on, might as well just show you. Turn this on here, you'll see these buttons get pressed. And it kind of zooms in because the volume button does that. Or like if you hit it at the same time, it's going to give a Wi-Fi option. So that was really a bummer. I was hoping to really use this action camera to get some pretty cool shots, some different kind of panning kind of shots. But I'm not able to do that because this adapter. They need to make an adapter to where you could put anything on it. A perfect example of what they could actually put onto this is like an adapter like this. This is for the action camera and it fits a GoPro and you're not going to have any kind of buttons getting pressed. And if they would have a dock to where you could just screw it on, it's still going to be stable, still going to be able to do all the functions. Then also there's a lot of selfie sticks, the expandable selfie sticks, the mounts and things like that, those come with. I think they really do need to figure out a different way to mounting this stuff up besides these guys here because they just really don't work. And it limits you to what you can use. Like I said, you can only use an iPhone or a GoPro. That's it. One little trick that you could do with this and something that you could just try to do, let this be loose right here and then begin to record. Hit the record button and then press this down. It's going to zoom in, which sucks. So hopefully you can get like a far off distance kind of shot. And then put this into the mount here and then start maneuvering and things like that. That's about the only workaround that I could really think about doing when you're doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to let this continue to record and put this in here. And this is how it kind of works. You just kind of squeeze it on in there. And then you're good to go. The next thing you want to do, because of the way that this is positioned, you can actually twist and turn this around and position it to where it needs to go. So I'm just going to let that run and then I'm going to take over to the app side of stuff. And this is the other downer about it. One tip is that you're going to want to definitely make sure that that's all charged up or it's not going to really work properly. And I'll also get the app downloaded. This is the app here. It connects pretty cool. All you got to do is kind of twist the base and it connects wirelessly that way. And basically you're going to just go over here to My Galileo. And then it says connecting and connected. So it's kind of cool. It's a pretty cool way that they do that. And then it kind of shows you some battery level information as well. Now, if you want to check the battery level on this already, all you have to do is twist it upside down, and then the thing will turn green or red, depending on what the battery level's at. Now, learn from my mistake as well is that when I was going through this, I saw these apps here. So I figured I was going to have to download one of these apps in order to use this kind of stuff. So I did the DMD Panorama, which is the $2 app. And then the other partner apps, unfortunately, like $5, $10, very expensive apps to use. You don't necessarily have to use them. So just keep that in mind. And once you get all connected, you can go to the joystick here. It's pretty cool. You can see you can start rotating it around just like a robotic arm. Now mind, you should probably be able to hear that turning around. You're not going to want to have any kind of audio for your video that you're going to be doing. You're just going to want to use the video feed. So it's pretty cool. So you got the joystick option here. You can definitely mess around with that. Or you can go to their D-pad. I like the D-pad more. I tend to have a little bit more control over it. And you can really just make it kind of twist and turn in the directions that you need to. So this is how you're going to make an actual really cool looking pan. When you tap this, it does continuous. It's not just like it when you're doing it. So you can see how it's turning really nice. It's going to be a perfectly smooth pan shot. That's really neat to me. Now you can actually slow this down really slow. With going this slow, you could do a really cool pan shot with time lapse or any kind of slow motion, fast motion kind of video shots. That's a cool idea that you could do, you know, sunsets or just people walking across a bridge, cars going by, all kinds of different little ideas that you could do with that. And you can just speed it up anywhere you want to go. So you can just see how the panning is just going to be pretty cool. You can speed it up even more. And that's about as fast as it'll go. Now if you want to stop it, you're going to have to tap it all the way to where it doesn't show anymore. And then you can start doing, you know, vertically as well if you wanted to. So that pretty much shows you the gist of what you could do with this. There's some other functions and capabilities that you can do with this. I'll leave a link down below of a pretty cool video that shows off some different features with some FaceTime kind of chats. And that's about it. I mean, other than that, this is a really cool product. I think it's got a lot of potential. They just need to open it up to more platforms, to more devices to be able to use it. If all they have to do pretty much is just figure out a way to mount up any kind of device to this. And once they get the mount thing figured out, open it up to Android, put it onto Google Play Store. Then you have a really awesome product for a lot of people to be able to use. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. This could be something that they would like to see. And until then, stay techie.